NHL news. Blackhawks consider moving on from Connor Bedard's teammate. NHL news. The Chicago Blackhawks may be parting ways with Connor Bedard's teammate. In the world of sports, recognizing a problem is often the first step toward finding a solution. This seems to be the approach taken by Jeff Blashill and the Chicago Blackhawks, who are reportedly considering moving on from one of Connor Bedard's teammates, a player who has yet to make a significant impact in the NHL. Change is in the air in Chicago. The winds of change are blowing through Chicago, and whether these changes will lead to improvement or further challenges remains to be seen. Bedard and his fellow players are undoubtedly hoping for brighter days ahead, but Blashill and his coaching staff cannot guarantee that just yet. So far, the off-season has been relatively quiet in the Windy City, but that may soon change. Recent reports suggest that the Blackhawks are exploring trade options, indicating a potential farewell to one of Bedard's teammates. Lukas Reichel's future in question. According to various sources within the league, Lukas Reichel's tenure with the Blackhawks may be nearing its end as the team looks to shift its focus. At the very least, they are contemplating a fresh start for the young forward. Lukas Reichel, wearing number 73, has been seen skating with the puck against the Winnipeg Jets during a game at the United Center on 7th of December 2024. Reports from the fourth period indicate that teams have been reaching out about Reichel, and the Blackhawks are open to discussions. The organization is actively seeking to bundle assets for immediate improvements to the roster. Unmet expectations. Reichel, who was a first-round draft pick in the 2020 NHL entry draft, has struggled to find his footing in the league. The Blackhawks' challenging seasons over the past few years have not made his transition any easier. To date, Reichel has participated in 169 games, scoring only 20 goals and providing 34 assists, totaling 54 points. Last season, the 23-year-old winger achieved personal bests with 8 goals, 14 assists and 22 points. But these figures still fall short of what the Blackhawks anticipated from a player selected 17th overall. Maintaining the core. While the Blackhawks appear to be moving on from Reichel, they are committed to preserving the young core that includes Bedard. A crucial aspect of this strategy is reaching an agreement with restricted free agent Arvid Soderblom. However, time is of the essence and the clock is ticking. The NHL has announced that Soderblom's salary arbitration hearing is scheduled for July 28. Currently, Chicago has less than 5 days to negotiate a deal with the Swedish goaltender, or a third party will step in to make a decision. The backup dilemma. Spencer Knight is set to be the starting goaltender for the team, but the Blackhawks will still require a reliable backup to step in as needed. Soderblom has proven he can fulfill that role effectively. The responsibility now lies with Kyle Davidson and his team to determine the best course of action. About the author. Federico O'Donnell is a bilingual sports journalist from Argentina, fluent in both Spanish and English. He joined Bolavip US in August 2024 and has quickly made a name for himself as a talented writer covering a variety of sports. Federico has contributed extensively to discussions about soccer and the NHL across multiple platforms, including Extra Time Talk and Last Word on Hockey. His deep understanding of NHL, NCAAF, NCAAB, NFL soccer and NBA, combined with his enthusiasm for these sports, enables him to report on breaking news and provide insightful commentary effectively. Toronto Maple Leafs trade pitch. Acquiring Lukas Reichel to boost offense. Buckle up. There's a buzzworthy trade rumor that could completely revamp the Toronto Maple Leafs offensive lineup. With most top-tier free agents already scooped up by other teams, the Leafs are reportedly eyeing the trade market for a scoring upgrade. But here's where it gets controversial. An intriguing proposal suggests that the Maple Leafs could bring in rising talent Lukas Reichel from the Chicago Blackhawks in a deal that swaps promising young forwards. In this proposed transaction, Toronto would secure Lukas Reichel, a former first-round pick from the 2020 NHL draft who was selected 17th overall, while Chicago would receive Nick Robertson, David Kampf, along with additional assets in the form of fifth-round picks in both the 2027 and 2028 drafts. Reichel has yet to step into a top 6 role with Chicago, instead spending significant time on the fourth line this season. Now in the final year of his 2-year, $2.4 million contract and boasting international experience with Germany's national team, he managed 8 goals and 14 assists for 22 points in 70 games. This performance has prompted many to believe that a change of scenery might be just what he needs to shine. On the flip side, the Maple Leafs would be parting with Nick Robertson and David Kampf. Robertson, a second-round pick in 2019, has accrued 15 goals and 7 assists in 69 games, yet he has not earned a significant role, leaving him ripe for a new challenge as a restricted free agent. Adding to the mix is David Kampf, who still has 2 years remaining on his 4-year, $9.6 million contract, and posted 5 goals with 8 assists in 59 games. By including him among with 2 mid-round draft picks, Chicago would acquire additional depth while gambling on immediate improvements. And this is the part most people miss. Despite being a first-round pick, Reichel's ongoing trade chatter suggests he might be undervalued in his current role with Chicago. NHL insider David Pagnotta of the Fourth Period has noted that several teams have been circling Reichel, drawn by the fact that he is entering the final year of his contract and will remain a controllable asset afterward. Chicago appears poised to bundle him with other assets if they seek quick upgrades, a move that could spark considerable debate among fans and analysts. Maple Leafs analyst Gordon Munro of Editor-in-Leaf weighed in on the potential impact of this move. Munro believed that in the Leaf system, Reichel could finally be given the opportunity to thrive, especially if he's paired on a line with superstars like John Tavares, William Nylander and Auston Matthews. With career totals of 20 goals and 34 assists over 169 games, there's plenty of room for his production to skyrocket when given a top 6 role, a pressing need for the team, especially after the loss of key forwards. Notably, the Maple Leafs currently enjoy nearly $3 million in cap space, offering them some flexibility as they reshape their roster. Yet, this trade scenario is not without its controversial angles. Is the immediate boost in offensive talent worth the risking the loss of promising young assets and future draft picks? Could this bold move truly address the team's need for a top 6 forward, or might it backfire by undermining long-term depth? Ultimately, the proposed deal invites a host of provocative questions. Can the change of scenery in Toronto unlock Reichel's potential? One step forward. Blackhawks young stars ready to shine. The Chicago Blackhawks are at a pivotal moment as they head into the 2025-26 NHL season, and the stakes couldn't be higher. Unlike the previous offseason, when they made a concerted effort to bring in seasoned veterans such as Ryan Donato, Alec Martinez, TJ Brody, Pat Maroon, Tyler Bertuzzi and Teuvo Teravainen to bolster their roster, this summer has seen a much quieter approach. The team has only added 2 new players, Andre Burakovsky and Sam Lafferty, highlighting a clear shift toward developing their young core rather than relying heavily on veteran reinforcements. For a team still in the midst of rebuilding, this strategy signals a crucial moment. It's time for the younger players to step up and prove they can carry the team forward. And this is the part most people miss. If the Blackhawks are to improve this season without significant new additions, it's on their emerging stars to take that vital one step forward. Players like Alex Vlasic and Frank Nazar, who made waves internationally, Nazar finishing in the top 10 in scoring at the World Championships with 6 goals and 6 assists in 10 games, are expected to elevate their game. Their international experience could be a valuable asset in high-pressure NHL situations. But the real question is whether these experiences will translate into meaningful contributions at the NHL level, or if a team will see new faces emerge as the primary catalyst for progress. The Blackhawks' current pipeline is filled with promising young talent, including Connor Bedard, Anton Frondell, Frank Nazar, Oliver Moore, Ryan Green, Colton Dack, Nick Lardis, Landon Slaggett, Artyom Levshinov, Sam Rinzel, Kevin Korchinski, Nolan Allen, Ethan Del Mastro, Wyatt Kaiser, Alex Vlasic, Louis Crevier, Spencer Knight, Arvid Soderblom, and Drew Camasso. Notably, this roster is among the youngest in the NHL for the upcoming season, with many players still lacking expensive NHL experience. For example, Alex Vlasic, the most seasoned among them, has only played 179 NHL games. With limited veteran presence, especially on the defensive side, the big question is whether this group can take the necessary leap forward, or if they'll find themselves battling near the bottom of the standings once again. There's a clear indication that team management, led by Kyle Davidson, is eager to accelerate the team's progress. Reports from the fourth period suggest that other NHL teams have been reaching out about Lukas Reichel, and the Blackhawks are listening to offers. Rumours indicate that Chicago might be looking to package some assets in pursuit of immediate upgrades, possibly to add a veteran or proven scorer to help guide the young players. If the Blackhawks can't pull off a significant trade, fans are left hoping that the core group assembled by Davidson is ready to take that crucial step forward on their own. Will this young team surprise everyone and make a leap into playoff contention? Or will they remain in the rebuilding phase, fighting for a better draft position? The upcoming season promises to be a defining chapter for Chicago's future. One that could either set them on a new trajectory or reinforce the challenges of their ongoing rebuild. This article originally appeared on NHL Trade Talk. This is using //www.nhltradetalk.com and was shared with permission.